So I'm Mark Farmer, I'm Chief Executive of Cast Consultancy. I'm also the author of a 2016 government report entitled Modernise or Die. I think it's quite a complex issue, so there's no single thing that the industry needs to do. It needs to address various component parts of how we deliver collectively. It actually starts in many respects with clients. So clients need to think a lot differently about how they procure. So in many respects, what clients are asking the construction industry to do is very much a traditional approach around how we design, and we design everything from scratch with every project. We procure in a very traditional way, which promotes fragmentation, and then we build in a very traditional way as well, which is very site labour intensive. It's prone to risk of failure. So there's a whole series of things that need to be addressed across a whole raft of different issues. But for me, it spans everything from client commissioning through to procurement models, through to how we treat construction more as manufacturing in the future, and put quality at the front of everything we do as well. My personal belief is it is a critical plank of change for our industry. So if you think about the journey our industry's gone on in the last few years, digital has become an increasing feature of what we do. But for me, the digital thread through our industry is very much a front-end thread, so it's about digital design. What we're seeing as we've moved design through into procurement and then onto construction sites, it becomes increasingly more analogue. So the way in which you can address that is to use digitally led fabrication, including off-site manufacture, pre-manufacturing techniques, to ensure that the quality of what we deliver as component parts of buildings, sub-assemblies, modules, whatever you want to call them, are actually digitally assured. So off-site manufacturing is the way in which you're going to do that. I think it's critical, in terms of the supply chain. So the main tier 1 main contractors, tier 2 specialists, that's the engine room of our entire industry. So if they're not involved and engaged in modernisation, then our industry's not going to change. So I think those businesses need to have a progressive attitude. They need to look at what innovation really means for those businesses individually, and it will be different for different organisations. I think the tier 1s have a particular challenge around how they morph to a different model, which is not about just cash flow, it's about margin and it's about outcomes. The tier 2 specialists just need to be really focused on delivering high quality work and delivering that in a way that enables them to sustain their margins as well. So I think, I talk a lot about off-site manufacturing and treating construction as a manufacturing sector, but that's not alone going to be enough to change our sector. We have to organise ourselves differently around projects and across programmes of work. One of the key themes to that is collaboration. We need to work in a much more integrated way. I think you're going to see, as we move forward, an industry that's going to be relying much more on virtual teams, multiple businesses coming together in organisational clusters, and that's all about trust and collaboration and some of the things that we're not very good at in our industry, unfortunately, but I think we need to be moving towards there if we're going to be a high-performing business sector in the future.